everybody. I hope you are having a great day today and you are tuned into the Calm Quill, and I'm Shelly, and I am going to show you how to make some very quick, very easy little flat paper flowers that you can use in junk journals or in any kind of paper craft. I really like these because they are flat, and if you are making junk journals, some of you out there know that the task is to try to keep those junk journals from being so fat that you can't close them even with a string or even with some kind of ribbon. So these lay very flat and they're really great for pages in junk journals or really anything. But I was just playing around one day with, guess what, scraps. And if you are into paper crafting, you know that paper crafters have a lot of this. We have a lot of scraps that we are always trying to think of ways that we can recycle or we can use these things. So this is what I've come up with, and I'm just going to show it to you very quickly. We're not going to spend a lot of time here today, but I'm just going to do my thing, and hopefully this will be fun for you as well. So I'm just going to stack some papers here, and I am going to cut some strips. That's basically what I'm doing. And my strips are, I'm gonna say half an inch, maybe a little less than half an inch, but there's no perfect width. It's just whatever you feel like, and I feel like my strips tended to be about that width. Let's see if that's true. Yep. And in terms of length, you know, however long your strip is, that's how wide your flower is going to be. And so for me, that's probably just a little too wide, so I'm going to do them probably about like that. All right, so once I have a few that I've cut that are kind of the size and length that I want to use, I just will use that kind of as my pattern, and I will eyeball it and just kind of make sure I get as many strips as I think I need for my little project. And I'll cut it down to size. And I start having this really cool collection of variety of papers. So I'm going to do the same with this stack over here. Just kind of stacking up my papers. Doesn't really matter the shape or what condition the paper is in from other projects. It's just trying to get, you know, basically the same dimensions here. My strips are going to be about so long, and they're about like that. These are a little wide on the end, so I'm going to clean them up just a tad. And those seem to be just a little bit longer. Now, also the trick is that at some point you can have some petals that are smaller than others. That's perfectly fine, because you can, when you stack them, and I will show you this in a minute, when you stack them, you'll have your shorter petals stacked on the top. So if you have a few short ones, it's not a problem. Even if you don't have shorter ones, it's still not a problem. You're just creating pretty much the same things over and over again. Okay, I have a nice variety there of different papers that I can use, so I'm just going to stop there for the sake of time, so that you will have time to get about doing this yourself. All right, once I have a stack, what I'm going to do is I am going to stack them up again, and I'm going to kind of stack them on the table so that all the ends, whatever size they are, they're moving down to the bottom. All right, got that? So they're all stacked up here and they're all pretty much on the same, in the same spot, evenly, okay? And then I'm gonna get my corner punch. You don't have to have this. You could probably just cut the corners, but I just thought, this will be easy to just stack them and clip the corners. And if you look on these, what I am trying to create is just a little bit of a point. Does not have to be perfect. That's the thing I want you to hear. This is just a fun way of using up your papers. So what I'm doing here is these corner punches, you put your paper in, you know, straight in, but because my strips are so small, I have to go down one side and then the other. You do not have to do this, but it's kind of fun. So I like doing it. Kind of stack them down again and then do the other sides. Same thing. That guy doesn't want to go in. Okay, there we go. Gonna clip them down. That silly one on top is creating a problem for me. He just wants to slip and slide when I stick him in. Okay, try that. Come on. We're trying to show how easy this is. And it's not cooperating with me for some strange reason. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do then. Look at what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna do my own thing and create my own end like it matters. Okay, good enough. Let's see if it'll cooperate with these. Okay, I don't know what the big problem is. I don't know if paper is getting stuck in there or not, but okay, good enough. And then let them all come down, slide down to the table, and then go another round. There. And for some weird reason, it does not want to do that one. There we go. Okay, did I get them all? Some of them, it didn't really work. You do get the idea that we're not into this for perfection. Did I mention that at the beginning? This is not a video on how to perfectly create these flowers. I hope that I did, because if I ever had to do something for fun that required perfection, I would be in trouble. It would cease to be fun, and we do not, that's not what we're after here. We are after just enjoying the process. This side. For some weird reason, I do not know what I'm doing wrong on that side with the paper. There we go. Maybe I'm just not punching it enough. Who knows? Hard enough is what I meant to say. Okay, here we go. Last round, and then we'll get moving on to making these flowers for you. Okay, now done. That wasn't so hard. Okay, so now you see you have all these petals, and they're of every shape and size really, and there's not anything that says perfection here, right? You don't get the idea that we have perfectly cut anything. So to start off with, I'm going to kind of see which ones are the longest ones, because I want to start with long and I want to end with the shorter ones. So I'm just gonna kind of play around with the sizes here. It's not, you know, it's not that big of a deal. And I just noticed that sometimes you come out with some that are shorter and you want to know what, you know, where to put those, and I wouldn't put them on the bottom or they wouldn't be seen. So, okay, very, very simple. You're going to start off with 2 of them. I'm going to get my art glitter glue. I am going to put 1 dot in the middle, not even the exact middle because I'm not measuring. And then I'm going to cross it like this. And then again, same thing, put a dot, take the next sheet and cross it across the cross. Okay, and I'm just going to alternate it, and ultimately you're going to see it's just going to be applying the paper, try to say that fast, right in the middle in sections where there is not paper. So if you see a spot that needs some paper, you put that right there. You just keep filling it in until you have filled in all of the spots. Now you may have noticed I skipped this one. I think I skipped it more because of I don't know, I looked at the colors, or you can kind of determine if you like the look of the colors that are laying together, you know, and decide if that's really what you want. And so I'm gonna use this one here. All right, you get the idea. So I have filled in all of the spaces, so to speak, right? And that really is it. That's all she wrote. Super simple, nothing about perfection here. It's just laying your strips of paper, and then to top it off, the last thing you want to do is you want to get something that you can put in the center. And you can see I have some ideas that I've used. Buttons. This is this liquid pearl that you can get, and it works really well. Liquid pearls. These are something I got from a craft store some years ago, and I just kept thinking, what can I use those on? And discovered that it looks really, really pretty like that. Now these, I would say, a little too small, but if you found some that are a little bit bigger, I don't think I have any that are maybe this one. Yeah, that size would work if you wanted to do something like that. But I think just for fun, I'm gonna use this one because I can, and I like it, and I never know what to use these little things for, so this makes me feel like I finally found something. You just stick it right in the middle, and you have yourself a very quick and easy paper flower. I love it, and I just think they're fun to make, and what you find is you end up making far more than you could ever possibly use. But they are fun, and just kind of makes you feel good about using up some of your papers. And if I come up with some other things to show you to use with extra paper, I will do that. So have a great day, and just remember that it's always good to stay simple, right? Simple in all things. Simplicity. All right, have a good day. Talk to you soon. Bye.